Ladies and gentlemen, in this RedGamerTech.com video, we're going to be taking a look at Dust, an Elysian Tale, which is developed by Humble Hearts. It's currently available on the PlayStation 4 store for free, actually, if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber. And these are the borders, actually, with the game, which is somewhat weird, but it is what it is. Wonder why that they've chosen the borders. Now, this is a very stylistic game. It was released on the PC originally, and I have to say that I'm actually quite a big fan of this title. Its combat is rather interesting. You can see that it has a very floaty mechanic, which we're quite early on to the game at the moment, but I'm starting from the very beginning because this is very story-orientated and I don't want to spoil it for you. But I want to show you just what the narration's like. There is a hell of a lot of combat in this. If you're a fan of traditional combat, or let's give an example, like Guardian Heroes, for example, which of course was released originally on the Sega Saturn, but it was also, of course, re-released on Xbox Live Arcade, then you're definitely going to like this title. It has very reminiscent parts in terms of basic combat, and it plays absolutely beautifully. The style on this title is just amazing.
What is it? Well, my kind has what you call a sick.
Alright, let's just destroy it because it frankly wrongs us. Excellent. Apparently, alright, now we've got an air dash. Dud, dud, dud. It's very awesome, isn't it? Alright. It's just a drop. Now, the primary purpose of this game is really to enjoy the combat mechanics. Now, you can actually see the map at the top right hand corner. And this game does indeed encourage a lot of exploration. So we're going to be doing that and also doing a lot of stabbing.
Oh, right.
Correction.
Well, what are you waiting for?
That would be unwise, Dust. These chests are protected by...
I suppose we'll...
Alright. Let's just look for this chest. Okay, the animals are running away. That's probably a bad sign. Hello there, Bambi. Yes, that's definitely a bad sign. Oh, hello.
Calm yourself, Fidget. Dust.
Mash buttons now. Very simple.
Strange. You wield the blade of Ara, and with it... Is that why I summoned you? It is unlikely, Dust. There is a village Fidget.
Okay, there is a hell of a lot of cutscenes, and that was actually one of the criticisms that many leveled on this game. We can save, I'll just quickly do that. Not that we're going to probably die much, but still, might as well do so. Right, here's the basic combat mechanic is starting to take shape. Now, we will unlock more abilities as the game progresses. Ow, ow, ow. It's actually kind of cool because you can, like, basically interrupt your dash. Which means you could be doing some pretty awesome stuff, right? Don't you just look at the way you slam them down? I mean, just tell me that's not satisfying. Tell me that's not satisfying. Tell me you just don't want to do that on some of your days. To people who have wronged you. Oh, by the way, you can actually see the opponent's life bars at the bottom. Just, you probably noticed that anyway. I have to say, I absolutely love doing that animation. There we are. Awesome. Dud, dud, dud. Alright, we have a new ability. This is awesome. I call it the Spin of Doom.
Hold the secondary.
In that, please
That was,
Or maybe
I'm sorry, Fidget. Actually, Dust. The dust storm can manipulate Fidget's project.
Ah, you gotta love doing things like that in games.
Oh, by the way, every time I use my power, it'll use up a bit of...
Yes, Dust. Between your combos and Fidget's own power. However, if you are struck by an enemy. Alright.
If this is...
I love how the enemy's like, yeah, I'm sure. Let's just give him some time to huddle and do a good conference on how to beat us into an oblivion. Okay, you're not allowed to... Excellent. Awesome sauce. And the destruction is already being wrought upon my enemies. And fuck their happiness, that is what I say. Bang, bang. I have to say, if you're a PlayStation Plus member, there's very little reason not to pick this up. I realise that, you know, some people do just love the AAA titles, but right now, especially if you're waiting for, like, Call of Duty, just for example, it's a pretty good time to try this out. It's not a particularly lengthy title either, and so the fact that it's basically available for free, it just makes sense to go ahead and grab it. Do yourself a favour.
Hey, you just leveled
Yes, I did.
Is that what I did? As it should, Dust.
Alright, now we have awesomeness. Maximum health, attack, defense, fidget. Let's power up fidget so she does more damage rather than just being kind of useless. There we are. I have to say, I absolutely love the animation style on this. But moreover, I just love the actual gameplay, like the destruction that you can do really quickly. Now, as I said, one caveat on the game is I do sometimes think, especially early on, that there is a lot of talking. You just kind of want to slice things at times. And that can be a little frustrating because, you, as far as I understand it anyway, you can't just simply skip all of the discussion and just get onto carving things, which can be a little annoying. But at the same time, it's not too much of a massive deal. Besides, you get to do that, which is amazing. Alright, we got some blueprints, which is quite nice. It's kind of like the fastest you can skip. Oh, wait, actually. Oh no, we can skip some of them. Not all of them can be skipped, but some of them you can. No! Bad, Mr. Whatever the hell you are. Okay, this looks friendly. Actually, can we carve this? We can carve this. Excellent. Alright, so now we got some stuff. It's not really like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, but it's pretty awesome still. Excellent. Isn't that fun? Isn't that lovely? Oh, I can't go through that. It looks like you could. Bit disappointing. Alright. Not too bad. We're making quite good progress. We should get another ability soon as well. Excellent. Dust Storm. There we go. Tell me that's not too awesome. Now, if I remember correctly, you can also, while you're in midair, use the That's just awesome. Oh, it's gonna hurt you, Bob. Oh dear. This game is so fun. I absolutely love this game. That's why when I saw it, even though it is on the PC, I was wanting to try it out on the PS4, see what I think. Oh, friendly, doesn't it? Awesome. Not a minigame though. Not particularly hard minigame, but a minigame. Do 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 do. Okay, we've got fruits, nuts, cupcakes. I don't know about you, but that mushroom looks certainly.
Before you leave, that would depend on. If I may be so bold, please accept. I can offer you it. Once you've sold. I. Thank you. Watch your.
I'll buy it for a high price. Come on. Sweet. And that be the key. Do we eat anything else? It's hard to say. Looks like you can kind of get up there, but I'm not sure. Alright, cool. Yes, we do want that. Alright, I think we'll play just for a little bit longer. I'll give you an idea of like a few extra abilities as we get them. Ah, no! You destroyed my happiness! Why are you destroying my happiness items? Alright, I've got to level up, so I think I'll do that in just a second. Actually, I'll do that now. What button is it on? This thing. Maybe that one? There we are. let's boost up the attack, because quite frankly the attack at the moment I have sucks. Cool.
Not a problem.
Sweet.
All right.
Having.
Yeah, I don't know.
Aw, here. Don't worry about it.
No, not even slightly. Well, we'll get there though. Sweet. Oh, this certainly can't murder us at all.
Looks like we're headed. Be on your guard.
Don't worry. Wait.
Didn't we just murder you?
They're persistent. Much as I pity this corrupted being, allow it to.
Hey, you.
Attack and hold the button the moment of the enemy strike, and you will. Timing is and as you can see, a successful. Now.
Put the beast out of its misery, as we like basically slice and dice it into a billion pieces. Pretty sure it wasn't very happy as we were doing that.
I see somebody over.
Ask them.
For them.
Hey, I'm not a
Speak to the friendly character.
Oh, hello.
Very Disney-like, isn't it, in the drawings?
You have a village? Yes.
Alright, let's skip this. Let's get a little bit further in. So control one. Alright, let's give that another attempt. Oops. That's kind of annoying. Yeah. Actually, that's kind of an evil tactic. Not much you can do about it either. In fact, we could even really cheat and be like... And he actually gets kind of messed up like that. I like this tactic. It's an evil tactic, but it's kind of... What the hell? Oh, okay. Don't overuse that. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's pretty much done. There we are. So it was a bit odd. I actually just had a crash in the game. It came up with an error message. Hence the random reason that I had to close the... Well, hence the reason that the video looks a bit weird there. I don't quite know what the hell caused it, if I'm totally honest. I was literally just got to the boss. It loaded all okay, and then, yep, kind of crashed. Which wasn't ideal, obviously, but is what it was. Ow! Actually, do we have... Alright, let's, use a couple of those apples, I think. There we go. Yeah, they're getting kind of carved. Ow. eat a couple of those suckers. Better. I think they do share the same life bar. I'm not 100% though. It's been a while since I played it. There we go, they're done. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, and another level up. Fear us. Sweet. Hey, chapter 1's done. Not too bad. So anyway, I think that gives you a quick look at the game. As I said, I didn't want this to be like a full in-depth thing because it's free at the end of the day, so I more wanted to show you, you know, rather than in-depth review or anything like that, I just wanted to give you a quick look at basically what the gameplay's like, because at the end of the day it's still costing you time to download it, and I realise not everyone's got like unlimited internet. And so because of that, at the end of the day, you might have like finite amount you can download or whatever. But I still think it's a very cool game, and I would encourage you to check it out. Especially if this is the type of game you're interested in. I realise not everyone is. It's very stylized, kind of cutesy, but I think it's a very cool game regardless. I have to say that it's not just the animation and the combat that I like about this game, it's the whole combat mechanics as a whole, plus as well, I absolutely adore the animation style. I think the art is, it's really different compared to, I mean, so many games now are so, you know, dark and dingy, and this is just beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of like Trine. Another reason that I'm a really big fan of like Trine's animation. I don't think this is quite as pretty as Trine, my own personal opinion, but I still think it looks quite cool. So, oops, that was a fail. Circle, X, squares, X. And then we are given the goodies. And the goodies are the good thing to have. This is well known. Yes, I will wind you to death. You will fear me. Obviously, you are probably better off to speak to a lot of these guys because they can give you shiners and stuff. But I'm just trying to blast through as much as possible just for the last few minutes to give you some insight into the game itself. But as I said, I would recommend you check this out. I honestly think it's a really cool title, and the fact that it's free on PlayStation Plus, which is actually kind of surprising, because if memory serves, it was actually published originally by Microsoft. Yeah, I think it was actually by Microsoft, published anyway. So I guess they must have had their exclusivity deal done or whatever. I'm not too sure on that, to be honest. But you can see that it's not only kind of cool in terms of the way you can do so much damage, but it's also cool in that you can keep the combos just going for so long. And plus as well, I love the way that it actually rewards you. Like, if you die, it's not like the biggest deal in the world. I mean, look at the hits that I just ranked up on that thing. So if you die, it's not like a massive, massive punishment. But at the same time, if you can be someone who's very frugal with your combat and actually, how can I put this, is very accurate with your fighting, you also are going to be heavily rewarded. And also the title does, of course, reward, to a degree, exploration, which I think is definitely a positive in a title like this, because it's going to keep you coming back. And there are leaderboards on this, but I've not really, not something I'm personally focused on. I mean, look at that, that's just cool. And I think that's the key. You know, it's like, combat mechanics like this, you can get bored really easily, but I do love how the game does continuously introduce them. And you will continuously get like abilities and so on as you're playing through the game, which is obviously pretty much what you want with a title like this. You don't want to just be going through the same motions, because that just gets really boring really quickly, which isn't ideal. The music, by the way, is also fantastic in this title, which is also another positive. Oh, balls off. You know what? just gonna quickly. Actually, that was an accident. No, I don't want to. There we go. Yeah, I want to do some more damage. Actually, yes, I'll do more damage. Let's carve this little thing. You're not looking too healthy there, bro. I are the hexing. Yeah. Fear my hexing. And that's the other thing, as I said, smart combat is so rewarded on this. Like, you don't have to necessarily fight an enemy, like, on the ground. You can take so many different little precautions on so many different actions, and that's kind of the key. And I think that is just an awesome feeling in a game, rather than having to play the game and combat in its very specific manner, which is crap, to be totally and utterly honest with you. Oh my goodness, look how high I am, it's actually amazing. Oh, breaking game. Oh, it's gonna suck for this guy. Oh! Of course, you can also do stuff like knock them up in the air and then spin, which is cool as well. Anyway, yeah, I'm quite a big fan of this title. As I said, this isn't really like a first impressions or anything like that. It's more, I just wanted to let you guys know about it in case you were going to write it off. Especially, as I said, at the moment where the release schedule has been kind of hectic, actually. It's been really good. Of course, we've had titles like The Evil Within, we've got the new Call of Duty coming out, and so on and so on. So it can be really easy to just overlook these games. But we don't want to do that. We want to try and play as many of them as possible. And this is certainly very different and less serious than a lot of the titles that are out now. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon. Boomy. Take care and bye for now.